Another brick fan here with a look at a Marvel Avengers set. This is Iron Man Armory. This is set 76167, was released in August 2020, has 258 pieces, 5 minifigures, and cost about $30 when it was released. This is an expansion of set 76125, which was Iron Man Hall of Armor, which came out in 2019. It comes with more armor niches or slots to put armor in, which are built exactly the same way as they were in that Hall of Armor set. It also includes a few more accessories like Tony's hamburger that you see over there on that crate, and then his hot rod. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the armory. So as you can see, this armory comes with essentially 5 sections here. And these are all built the same way. So they're built with clips on one side and then a piece with a post on the other side to allow for expansion, so you can put them in there. If you look closely, you can see there are kind of holograms in the back of these little armor niches. So you can fit, looks like 4 suits of armor. This one has some tools in it. There's also a display here with some stickers on it, which are very difficult to see. So it's just a look at this is the car over here, and this is his cheeseburger here. But again, those might be pretty difficult to see. Because of the way these are connected, it can move a little bit, so it can be expanded either direction here, as you can see. They are relatively easy to pull apart and then reposition however you want. This little set of tools here pops right off, so you could actually do more armor in here. One thing I do like is the use of this little nano figure here. So on this little workbench that is on the end here, you see that there's kind of an analyzer kind of look here with a nano figure of an Iron Man armor. There's also a cell phone here on the desk, so there's the cell phone. And then if you look very closely, you see that nano figure. It also comes with this little box, which has a couple of different things on it. So it has this cheeseburger build, which I think is really cool how they did this. So they put in, it's just 4 layers here with sitting on this jumper plate. So there's some green elements to represent lettuce, and then yellow elements here to represent cheese, and the dark brown here. So I think that turned out really well. A coffee cup and another little printed piece here. And then the box just has that cover on top. This is actually a sticker here. And then finally, there is this hot rod, which I think turned out really nicely. It's just a small little piece, obviously, a small little build, but it has bigger tires in the back, smaller in the front. Uses stud shooters here to represent the exhaust pipes. We have a V, it looks like a V4 engine if you really look at it, because there's 2 studs underneath here. Hinge piece, I like how they use the hinge pieces here to create that V engine. I mean, you can position these however you want, but I think at about a 45-degree angle, these look really good. I like the use of this kind of darker yellow color here and the red to accent the black that is done on this. Of course, there is a license plate on the back. This is Stark 5. It does fit one minifigure quite well. So we put Tony right in the vehicle, and you see that he can drive really nicely in this vehicle. So yes, it's a small little car, but I think it fits with the theme of the set, and I think it turned out really nicely. Let's take a quick look at the minifigure. This set comes with 5 minifigures. They include Tony Stark, the Iron Man Mark II, an Iron Man Armor, and 2 AIM agents. So looking here at essentially all the Iron Men. So this is Tony and the 2 Iron Man armors that it comes with. See, this is the Mark II, the all silver version here. And this is an undisclosed Iron Man armor, but it does have these extra booster jets in the back. So let me spin this around really quick and we'll take a look at those before getting them off. So as you can see, it has this backpack piece. It has the 4 rods on it so that you can clip on 4 accessories here. This is used in a lot of different things, like it was used in Carnage, which I reviewed a Carnage set with Carnage in it earlier this week. But it has a lot of these trans light blue studs here to show that the jets or the fins there are actually propulsion devices of some kind. So let's get that out of the way and then take a closer look at these 3 minifigures. One of the really nice things about this set is we don't get Tony Stark in his street clothes very often. In fact, this is the only one that I have. I'm sure they've done it before, but this is the first one that I own that actually has Tony in his civilian clothes. This armor piece here is similar to others that have been released in 2020. For example, this one looks very much like the one from the Avengers Tower Battle, which was also released in 2020. The Mark II armor here is new, and I really like the all-silver look with some good black printing on it to give it some detail. Now, of course, both of these armors do not have minifigure heads. They just have the helmets, so they used to use the clear head. So if you want to put Tony in either one of these, you certainly can. Tony is dressed very casually here, just in a gray shirt, blue pants. We go around to the back here. See some nice back printing for both the Mark II armor and for the Iron Man armor. Tony has the heads-up display image on his face there, so he will fit nicely into either one of these armors. I do like when they use this heads-up display with the flip-up helmet, the helmets that have the flip-up face, because I think that really makes that show off and really makes it relevant to this. So let's move on and take a look at the 2 AIM agents that come with this set. Here are the 2 AIM agents that come with this set. As you see, they're both exactly the same, so they have these pistol pieces that are fairly common, but then they add a stud on the end to make them, I guess, unique to AIM. As you can see, the torsos are the same on them. These AIM agents are done with this rebreather apparatus or filter apparatus, the kind of metallic gray helmet, and notice that their eyes are covered by these kind of goggle look. I do like the fact that the legs, even though they're plain, they are in that kind of metallic gray as well. Not quite as shiny as the helmet. I think that's because it's a slightly different material. But then looking on the back, so again, the torsos are exactly the same, legs are the same. 2 of the same figures. I suppose it's nice to get both heroes and villains in these sets, but as it is the Iron Man Armory, it would have been nice to get a couple more suits of Tony's armor to really fill it out. So let's go back and I will give you my final thoughts on this set. Just for a quick comparison, here on the left here, this is the Iron Man Hall of Armor, and this is the Iron Man Armory set. You see that there's a lot of similarities. The little armor areas are all built the same way. This one's obviously a lot larger, having, I think, 10 of these little armor niches, as opposed to the 4 that come with this set. But you can clip this set together. So you can take these pieces off here and drop this right on top of that. It's designed to kind of click together. So we get a much more expansive Hall of Armor if that's what you want to do. So it's really nice how with the modular nature of this, that they made it so the 2 will fit together quite nicely. Overall, a pretty good set. I do like the fact that it is built the same way as the prior year version of the Hall of Armor. So it gives a really nice expansion to that. The car is small, but I really do like it. I think it complements the set pretty well. There's a lot of really cool features. The use of this nano figure inside of this little analyzer here is really nice. Couple of sets of armor. I would have liked to have seen it come with one more set of armor and one less aim agent. And as I pointed out earlier, that hamburger build actually looks really great with just a few pieces. So well done on that. As far as value goes, $30 for 258 pieces is just under that 10-cent per price piece that I like to start with. But with the 5 minifigures, and it is close enough that I think this is a pretty good value. It certainly is more designed as a display piece than a play piece, I think. There's not a lot of action features in it. The only stud shooters that are involved in this are actually used as exhausts. They're not necessarily designed as shooters per se. The little car is sturdy enough to drive around and work with, but it only fits one minifigure and it is quite small. So if you're interested in a car, you probably should get more of a car set. This will look good as a display in combination with the Iron Man Hall of Armor. So that makes for a nice addition to that, as I've said probably too many times at this point. But I do really like this set. So I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this Marvel Avengers set, and we'll get started on another video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I've left a link to my Marvel Superheroes Review playlist up here on the screen.